Hey guys, Matt the Greeter here. Hey, it's awfully bright around. We got about 13 inches of snow. A frustrating end to the, not an end, but a frustrating interruption to the riding season here in New England. I got plenty of riding left in me, but I've had a lot of bad timing, I should say. So, the good days, I was watching the kids by myself, couldn't ride. All of my days off, it rained. And then come the salt trucks, you know what I mean? I'm gonna skip this turn, I'll go down the next one. Yeah, so once the salt trucks come, and they really, I don't want to say over salt my area, but they put enough salt down where it's not safe to ride. You just, turn a corner and you ride through a drift. It's a good way to eat pavement. So that's always a little disappointing. This time of year's rough with no daylight, very little daylight. The sun's going down just after it comes up. It's getting better now. But I just wanted to reflect a little bit on the two people that I admire. Number one, we just recently lost Sidney Poirtier. I think he lived to about 95 years old. That's a good streak, right? And I guess we just lost Betty White too. I would be hypocritical if I was saying that I was a huge Betty White fan. I didn't really know much about her, so I mean she's always around, and a lot of people that I spent time with really admired Betty White. But I wasn't necessarily like an active big fan of hers, so it would be sort of front running to try to claim otherwise. Try to accelerate without dropping my phone here. But Sidney Poitier, you've seen him in movies and whatever. Go watch a Sidney Poitier movie. But his appearance that I wanted to talk about right today is he did a little cameo in a documentary called Ali Rap. Now it might have been an HBO thing or an no, it wasn't MTV, but Ali Rap, and it was a show that asked the question: was Muhammad Ali just a egotistical super athlete that ran his mouth, or was he in fact, a poet of sorts, and maybe the father of hip hop? If you hear the way he rhymes to diss his opponents or to self promote in his early days, it's really entertaining. And Sidney Poitier reads some quotes and has a couple of things to say in Ali Rap that I found very satisfying and enjoyable. And so Sidney Poitier remained vibrant into his old age. The other guy I wanted to talk about, we just passed the anniversary of the death of Neil Peart, the great drummer of Rush, great motorcyclist, rode his red BMW all over the place. He wrote, in addition to some of my favorite lyrics on the planet, he also wrote books, and I've read I think all but one, and really found them to be satisfying, both as a musician myself and as a rider and a writer. Very entertaining reads. And you keep a notebook. If you read a book by Neil Peart, keep a notebook next to you for all of the suggestions, suggested bands, and suggested travel routes. What is that? I couldn't even tell you what I just passed. I don't even know what that was. Anyhow, moving on. So yeah, Neil Peart, you may not be a Rush fan, but oh wow, here comes the train, baby. But let me tell you, some of the most satisfying, where are we here? Some of the most satisfying, experiences with Neil Peart was his work with the great Matt Scannell of Vertical Horizon. If you want a really good short video of Neil working with Matt Scannell, you can easily, I'll leave a link down below to the drum tracking session for their song Instamatic. So Matt wrote a song called Instamatic, and Neil played drums on it. Neil and Matt did collaborate quite a bit, and I can only imagine what would have happened had Neil lived longer than he had, the amazing output they would have had together. They already did have together. You know, like the song Even Now, one of my favorite Vertical Horizon songs. Matt needed something at the end of the song, and Neil Peart said, give me a few minutes, and he went away with his notebook and sat with the song for a bit and came back with what's probably my favorite part of the song, the outro lyrics, which are so heartbreaking and beautiful and so very real. Well, that was the real gift of Neil Peart, is not just the genius drumming, unsurpassable drumming, but his lyrical ability to connect. And I think out of his genuine experience, his ability to connect with me and people like me, you know, and Matt Scannell has that gift as well. Matt Scannell from Vertical Horizon. If you love Neil Peart's lyrics, or, you know, if you love lyrics that are meaningful, you can't have the same impact with these songs without the powerful lyrics. You got to check out the lyrics of Matt Scannell from Vertical Horizon. You know, just they're gut punches. A lot of these songs, gut punches. You know, Consolation, Frost, Instamatic I really like, Even Now. You know, I'll leave a link to this. Matt's got this great series on Thursday nights called Thursday Night Therapy, where he does a concert. It's pay what you can, which is $0 up to whatever you'd like to donate, and he just him and his guitar and a camera, and he just plays. He's got the little chat thing going down the side, and you know, he's got some devoted fans that know each other solely through the chats, you know, and they have a great time, a great rapport. He's got great fans. And anyway, so that's all I wanted to check in about. Sidney Poirtier. Check out Ali Rap if you're a boxing fan or a poetry fan or a hip-hop fan. Neil Peart, you know, obviously check out Rush's catalog, but read a book by Neil Peart. Read his lyrics, you know, and just as a bonus add-on, read the lyrics of Matt Scannell of Vertical Horizon. Go check him out on YouTube. And maybe it's just in my head, but I think he's a modern-day lyrical genius. I really do. I really do. He writes just meaningful and powerful songs. Like I said, some gut punches. I love those gut punches. Real life experience. And man, it's beautiful. It's so much better to express through lyrics and art and music than it is to express through addiction or, you know, other very negative and damaging habits. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna back in here and zipping down visiting my parents. I'd love to visit them. I don't often get the opportunity by myself, so see if I can back in without. They did a good job shoveling out here. Anyway, guys, Matt the Greeter, care about you. Thanks for chiming in here or whatever. Chime in the comments below, and then I can say thanks for chiming in. But yeah, it's been good recording. I'm hoping to get back on the bike as soon as I possibly can, because this four wheels, it doesn't exactly stir the soul in a Hyundai. Nothing against Hyundai, but I certainly appreciate Harley Davidson a little bit more aesthetically. All right, guys, I'll check in with you soon. Matt the Greeter. All right, bye.